Hey basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to talk to you about Reggie Miller and how he used the screen and how you can use the screen just as well and to get yourself some open 3-point or mid-range shots. Let's get down to the clipboard. Let's check out how Reggie Miller played basketball. Okay, so first in this screen, we've got this player. He's going to set a down screen for Reggie Miller. After he uses that screen, he cuts towards the rim right away so that he can get that switch off of that screen. The reason why this works is if he was to pop out here and then down, his player is going to be able to curl around that screen, and that's just not going to have the same effect as if he was to cut towards the rim right away after that screen. So once he cuts after that screen, he turns and then he uses that pin down screen by that same player so that now he pops out and he can take that shot. But let's watch his footwork as well. So he goes and uses that screen. He then cuts towards the rim. He pops out and now watch, right, left, and then shot. So when he comes off of that screen, he plants that right foot when he catches that ball. Then he takes his left foot and pivots, brings his right foot back, and he takes that shot. Now by planting that right foot and then turning that left foot around, he's able to square up when he draws back that right foot, and he's able to take that shot. And this is something that you can do in-game as well. Now this next play is actually very similar, however he uses a staggered screen. So he actually uses a screen by these two players and he's going to cut towards the rim to try and draw other defenders towards him. Meanwhile, these two screening players, they're going to turn around and set a staggered screen for Reggie Miller again, and then because of this, and we also have a little bit of a pause down underneath that rim. What that does is that allows his defender to get back onto his heels so that now when he pops out, he's able to hit that shot. Now let's watch this again in slow motion. He uses that staggered screen and then he cuts towards the rim. Once he gets underneath that rim, he pauses for a second to get his defender on his heels. He pops out using that screen and then he takes that shot. Now when he comes off of that screen, he plants his inside left foot. Then he turns around with his right foot. When you do this kind of footwork, you're not going to be squared towards the basket. You're actually squared towards the sideline. And how Reggie Miller, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, all of the greats are able to then balance themselves and get squared up to the rim is by now turning. They're not floating in any certain direction. They actually turn and they kick that right foot out. By kicking that right foot out, what that's doing for you is, as we can see, I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to go back a second. He turns, both of his legs are in, and then he kicks that leg out right at the end. And what does that do for you? That stops your spin. That slows down and stops your spin so that you can get square towards the basket in the air, and then you're able to release that ball. And as we can see, that ball goes in. So in this next play, we have Reggie Miller who's cutting baseline and then fakes and then uses a pin down screen to pop out and takes that shot with great footwork. Let's break it down. So we have Reggie Miller cutting baseline and then he plants that inside towards the baseline foot. Now look at how angled his body really is. That's going to allow him to explode out towards that sideline, but meanwhile his defender, or not his defender, his teammate is going to set a pin down screen for his player, and when he uses that screen, watch his footwork. Okay, he plants his right foot, which is towards the sideline. He's currently facing that direction. He now twists his body around so that he's square. So he basically back pivots or reverse pivots towards his left foot. And now he's square towards the basket and he's able to take that shot. So let's break it down really quickly. He's able to plant that right foot, pivot, reverse pivot in a way with his left foot, brings his right foot in to bring his shot over, and he's able to take that shot and make that shot. So now this next clip is actually a little bit better of an example because it's a bit clearer. But watch his footwork. Watch Reggie Miller's footwork. He's cutting out. He's using that screen. Now he plants that right foot. He catches that ball, and then he pivots towards his left foot right away. This allows him to get nice and square towards the basket so that he can lift up for that shot. So let's replay that really quick. He plants that right foot, catches that ball, pivots. Now he turns onto his left foot. He's able to then pivot his body around or turn his body around so that he's square and he's able to go up for that shot. And this is an even better example again. So, when he comes off that screen, he plants his right foot and then he's able to turn. Once he catches that ball on his right foot. He turns towards his left foot and now he's able to go up for that shot. Now, as for the defense, what we have is what looks to be Dwayne Wade coming out to defend that shot, but look at his foot. That is currently now a foul in the NBA. He's taking away the ground under Reggie Miller, and that's actually a foul in most other leagues as well. Now, in this next play, we have one more screen play for Reggie Miller. This time he comes off and he goes 1-2 into his shot. Why is he going 1-2 instead of stepping back? Let me explain. So when he's coming off of that screen and he wants to shoot that ball quickly, this is not a set shot where he's going to be coming and then coming back out towards the three to take that shot, like I've been showing you the last couple of examples. With this footwork, what we have is he needs to get that shot off quickly because that defender is coming down and that defender is going to try and defend and block Reggie Miller's shot. And because of this, he's going to catch that ball in the air between his steps. He's going to plant right, left, and then he's going to go up for his shot all in one motion. Catch, shooting pocket, up, and shot over top of the defender, and he makes it and one. Now, Reggie Miller was a fantastic shooter, and you can be as well. Practice this footwork, use screens effectively, and you will be able to shoot the ball at a very high percentage, obviously with the right form as well. I hope that you've enjoyed. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.